This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. We were just talking about dingoes and how they're very cute, even if they might kill.
Right.
I think that every time I see a coyote, too.
Yeah, same.
I'm like,
Same.
Bad, but cute.
You're kind of cute. And you got those fun ears.
You know, I'm obsessed with mountain lions of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There was our first mountain lion attack in 25 years recent, up in the Palisades, I believe. A mountain lion attacked a small child. It did not kill the child. There were lacerations to the child's head, but the child is fine.
God.
I tell you, it doesn't end well for the mountain lion. It's very sad. We should just give them back their mountain. Give them back their mountain.
Yeah, give them back their mountain.
I remember in high school obsessively looking up the mountain lion attacks.
Whoa. What a funny thing to be into.
I was very worried that it could be a thing that happens all the time.
Wow, really?
I can specifically remember where I was when I was reading about it too.
Wow.
I was like, oh God, that sounds...
Were there mountain lions in Louisiana?
There's tale that they used to be there. And people are like, oh, they're long hunted out. But I think people have started to see, and I think we have in Louisiana, it's more like a puma, maybe?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but all the same kind of panther family.
Right.
Yeah, let's look at Louisiana puma. Are there pumas in Louisiana? The mountain lion, cougar, panther, or puma. They're all names. It says we don't have an established population of cougars, but people have seen what they think are cougars.
Oh, okay.
So
they're wild. I would not want to.
And you know what else we have?
Come across one.
We have jaguars.
Whoa, of course.
Jaguars, I think, have the hardest bite.
Oh.
Or the strongest bite of all big cats.
Whoa, dude.
Or I got lied to on a TikTok.
I mean, Marcy, all your info is coming from TikTok, so it's got to be accurate.
I mean, why would TikTok lie to me?
Right?
It's
right?
double. It's double that of a tiger.
Whoa.
Their bite
that's
force
scary,
is
dude.
double. So
that's scary, man. That's
I don't know that we have a huge population, but they've seen them because Mexico is where their habitat is. So they come up through Texas and Louisiana.
Yeah, because they're in Florida, right? The jaguars? Florida jaguars?
Oh, I'm sure they get all over. Okay, now I want to tell you the 10 strongest, the 10 most powerful animal bites on the planet.
I think I know number one.
Okay.
Or maybe not. Are whales animals?
Yeah, I think they'd be included in them, yes.
Okay, then never mind. I don't know. Give
I think a whale would be included, yes.
Well, yes. But now I'm like, what? Okay, maybe I know 1 and 2.
Hey,
okay.
Man. And this is from popsci.com, Popular Science. So coming in at number 1 feels like
Wait, do 10.
Okay,
do 10.
I gotta scroll down. Is everyone like this? This is what people came here for? Good. Excellent. I'm glad. We all agree.
Okay, yeah. We're not talking about anything spooky except animal bites.
I mean, I think animals attacking you is spooky, but also valid. It's valid.
Right.
They never do things out of malice. They just do things out of survival.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
give it to me. Number
coming
10.
in with a bite force
and
of...
do your best, David Letterman.
All right, coming in at... Oh, wait, that was Jay Leno. I have cars.
I love jeans and cars. I'm Jay Leno.
Yeah. Coming in with a bite force of 650 PSI, we have the lion.
Meow. Okay, lion.
Followed up with a bite force of 975 PSI, we have a grizzly bear.
Ooh, very scary.
Very scary.
Very scary. Berry.
Number 8 with a bite force of 1,050 PSI is a Bengal tiger.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right, then we got number 7. We have bite force 1,100 PSI is a spotted hyena.
Whoa. Wipe out.
Okay, number 6. Guess who number 6 is? With a bite force of 1,200 PSI.
A jaguar.
Nope.
A mountain lion.
No. Okay, well, let me just tell you this. They love Coca-Cola around the holidays.
Polar bear.
Polar bear.
Oh, that's sweet. They
Oh.
love Coca-Cola.
All right, we got the number 5 bite force of 1,300 PSI. I'll give you a hint. They're herbivores.
Wow.
Gorilla.
Whoa.
Okay,
That's wild that they're on this list. I mean, they are giant, strong animals.
when you see the picture they put, it's terrifying.
I mean, yeah, they're like,
It's like,
gorillas get shredded.
yeah, they get so ripped.
They get
So
hunky,
ripped. All right, I feel like this is taking a long time. So number 4 is the jaguar, though, with 1,500 PSI.
Whoa, that's
It's
high up there.
the strongest biter of any wild felines.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then we got top 3 is very exciting
Okay.
with a bite force of 1,800 PSI. This one, I think you might be able to guess because it is one of the most murderous creatures of humans in the wild. It is a what, Betsy?
Murderous creature of humans.
This one is a hungry.
A shark.
Nope, it's a hungry.
Hippo. See, I thought hippo was maybe number 2.
Great white shark is number 2 with 4,000 PSI. We jumped from 1,800 to 4,000.
So then a killer whale's gotta be in, or a whale.
Oh,
A
honey.
general
Oh,
whale?
honey.
A blue whale.
Oh, honey, no. I
What?
want you to think. Okay, we have. Well, this one's bite force is not as high. This one's 37 PSI. So I think they got this out of order. But it has the highest, because it says has the highest bite force ever recorded. Then why?
Maybe one time.
Maybe once, but on average it does 3,700. Whatever. This list is stupid popular science. Anyway, coming in at number 1, we have this guy. You could run a whole mile from this guy and he would bite you because he is a saltwater crocodile.
Oh, whoa, a crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess whales maybe don't bite. They just kind of open and like suck in. I mean, killer whales bite.
I wonder if part of the bite force is how, well, it must be how strong, but maybe how fast?
Maybe.
Fast? I don't know.
I just remember hearing that hippos can just rip a zebra in half.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, good God. And watching them eat watermelons is wild.
They just, I mean, it's similar to an elephant, though. They just, elephants are sweeties.
They're so perfect.
They could kill you if they wanted to, but saltwater crocodile is very scary, especially
That's really scary.
because during the hurricanes that hit, I told you there was a man who was eaten by an alligator. It was one of the fatalities in Louisiana.
Oh, have you seen the movie Crawl?
I think I might be too scared. Also, is it stupid?
It's awesome, and it gives me big 90s
Okay.
movie vibes. So if you're looking for that, but it is exactly that. A hurricane's coming, and then woman's
Alligators.
trapped in a basement.
Alligators coming up.
with some alligators, and it's great.
They coming to eat ya. Well, I'm glad that we got that list.
We learned so much.
Yeah, we talked a lot of animal talk. A lot of
animal talk. Well, now let's get scared.
Okay.
Let's get fun scared, not actually scared.
Yeah, I don't want to worry about all my wilderness adventures. That's not the kind of scared I want. I want, just being home by myself and having something from another world get me. Okay, I'm going to read one.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, read one.
This one, the title is, I Felt Something Evil in the Woods. It was a grizzly bear.
Ooh, it was anything on that list.
Anything. Okay. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. So I married a witch. Is it the sequel to So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Cool.
Part of her practice is communicating with spirits, which is fine by me as long as she doesn't bring anything home and she doesn't bring a spirit board into our house. Fuck that.
Fair enough.
The past weekend was the first time I saw her do some serious protection cleansing spells. It was because we had such an unsettling paranormal experience, which I just had to write to you about. Oh, exciting. Okay. We went hiking in the, I think it's Cuvier.
How's it spelled?
It's spelled Cuivre. Cuvier River State Park in Troy, Missouri. Missouri? I can't say any of these words. Okay.
Missouri. I like that. Missouri.
We went hiking in the Cura River State Park in Troy, Missouri. We had this specific trail in mind to hike, but when we got there was no clearly marked trailhead. This trail was marked Trails Less Traveled by my hiking app. So maybe we ignored some red flags, LOL. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean,
no.
Maybe if I were more active, I might, though. Let me think about that. Anyways, we used a map and found the trail down by the lake and set out to hike the loop. Pretty immediately, the trail went roadside for a while, which is when we came upon a camp. We saw a sign with the letters DYS on it, and me and my wife got pretty freaked out. DYS, or Division of Youth Services, indicate that it was a juvenile camp, or juvie camp, in simple terms. A child's prison camp. Those can't be good. We kept hiking. However, as the trail turned back into the woods just past the camp, again, some red flags were ignored. Once we got back into the woods, the vibes got slowly darker and heavier until they were absolutely rotted. I mean, I felt bad inside. Almost as soon as I sensed the vibes turning, I mentioned to my wife, saying something like, "These woods feel bad." She affirmed this like a natural fact, and was almost surprised that I could sense it too, saying that I had the innate makings of a witch. Oh my God, thank you so much.
There you go.
It was a nice thing to say, but it's hard to accept a compliment like that when it means you have to feel all the icky residual energy of a place like this, LOL.
Right.
As we hiked further, the feelings got worse, and my brain was basically racing to provide just about every bad scenario it could. Imagining Wendigos, sorry.
I was like, dingoes. We were talking about them.
You know, imagining Wendigos and diamonds. Oh my God, my eyes.
What are you trying? Demons?
Yes. All right, I'm gonna back this up.
Marcy.
I think this is a brain disorder. It's happening right now. All right, as we hiked further, the feeling got worse, and my brain was basically racing to provide just about every bad scenario it could. Imagining Wendigos and demons lurking in the dark trees to our left. Mass violence, for some reason, kept coming to my mind like some sort of memory. Like a group all ganging up on one person. I won't go into what kinds of mass violence. I kept thinking about it, because I'm sure you can imagine some examples for yourself. I kept these feelings to myself at the time because I was scared that my wife, who had fallen unusually silent since we had entered this leg of the trail, would confirm my worst suspicions. Just at the climax of this terrible feeling, though, I noticed that there was a deep, dark silence to the left of the trail. Where the fucked up vibes were coming from.
Oh my! This feels like a scary book.
Yeah, this is like book.
This is freaking me out,
This
man.
is book material, and that's why I can't read it. It's too hard. Can't read books too hard.
Books too hard, can't read.
And I mean, there was not a sound from the left. I'm a bird lover. Barf. And had been
Sick. That's messed up, man.
They would kill you if they could. They would pluck out your eyeballs for dinner. I'm a bird lover, and I had been trying to make myself feel better that whole time by watching all the birds fly and picking for bugs and singing to my right. The vibes to the right of the trail were completely normal. Yay, good vibes. It occurred to me all at once that there was no bird song or movement of any animal to my left. I said out loud, "There's no birds over there." And my wife said, "Yep," like she had noticed this long before I had. I walked faster and faster until finally I could see the lake through the trees, and I began to smell some wild onions growing on the left, and the birds had returned to all the woods around me. This oppressive feeling had lifted, but I still felt messed up for the rest of the day. I couldn't stop talking about it with my wife, and finally told her about how I couldn't stop thinking about a demon or some kind of violence. Again, she confirmed my suspicions. Yep, she said something bad happened there, like she just knew. When we got home, we checked for ticks. Gotta spread them cheeks and check for ticks, guys.
Got to, man.
Gotta. When we got home, we checked for ticks, and while I showered, my wife sat down at her altar and did spell after spell. I got her jars when she asked, and we used the last of the salt in our house to place in the corners and outside of our doors. I feel like nothing is attached to us, but still can't stop thinking about what happened because I had never experienced anything like that before, let alone had it corroborated by another person in real time. I think my brain manifested all the bad vibes as demonic presence because I was raised Lutheran, Catholic-like, so you get it.
Yeah.
My wife told me that it wasn't a demon, just that something bad had happened there. Right away, she had asked what had happened there and had received her answers from some spirit she was communicating with.
Whoa.
I personally don't know for sure what happened there, whether it had anything to do with the camp because I didn't ask her. It was obviously something as bad as I imagined that, and that was enough. Enough to know that I wasn't making it up or being crazy. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm afraid that she'll confirm exactly the violent scenarios I was thinking of, and God forbid I can communicate with the other side like that.
Oh, I know, that's so scary.
All I can say now is that I'm never going back to Cuvier River State Park again.
Whoa.
I still can't get over how even the birds need to stay away. Fuck that, LOL. Thanks for reading this long email and love the podcast, Eileen.
Wow.
Wow.
What the fuck happened there?
I gotta say, the amount of willpower it takes for people not to ask those questions.
Right?
If my partner told me, like, oh, I know something happened there, there's no way I wouldn't be like, tell me every single bit of it.
I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd be like, what happened?
What happened?
What fucking happened?
I'm just too nosy, you know what I mean?
Gotta know, because I also just want to be like, what was I feeling?
Yeah.
Like, what was I feeling?
What happened?
What happened?
I'm looking up I'm going to look up how to pronounce.
Oh, yeah.
How to pronounce? Pronounce.
Yeah.
Let's see. How to pronounce.
Pronounce.
Quiver. Okay, this is very funny. Quiver River State Park.
Quiver River.
Quiver River State Park.
Quiver River State Park.
It's very funny because
Quiver River State Park.
Quiver River State Park.
Quiver River.
And it's very funny because it has state and park spelled out phonetically too.
Yes.
Quiver River State Park.
State Park.
Now,
wow.
I recently went down to rural Alabama, and as I was driving along, there was, how was it worded? It was a juvenile girls ranch.
A juvenile girls ranch?
Yeah.
Weird way to put it.
Yeah. Let me see.
Like, that makes it weirder than just like prison or something. Like, that's so strange.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like it was the County Girls Ranch. And I don't know what it does.
County Girls Ranch. That's so strange.
Yeah. Maybe it's not scary. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. It's so wild that one side was feeling totally normal of the trail, and then the other, like, even animals were like, no fucking way. Like, what is that? Is there a portal or something?
It could just be that something bad happened over there. And
right.
It's hanging in the air like a stinky fart.
A stinky, evil fart. Hanging out.
Hanging out, dude.
Weird. Ooh, that was really good and creepy. It totally felt like I was listening to a book.
Eileen, if you do get up the nerve to ask, please let us know if you were validated.
Or if you want,
but no pressure,
to have your wife tell us what happened.
Yeah, we won't tell you.
We won't tell you. We'll give a trigger warning for a spoiler alert.
No trigger. Yeah.
For every episode, be like, Eileen, this is the one. This is the one where we learn. I want to know what happened.
I know.
Okay, I got one. You ready?
Oh, of course.
Spooky house near the Bell Witch Town.
Ooh.
Whoa, yeah.
Da.
Woo. Hi, Marcy and Betsy. And guest, maybe?
No.
I love that thing you did, guest. You know the one. That's very funny. No guest today.
The only guest we have is the ones who live in my psyche.
I've been meaning to write in for a while, and since we're coming up on a whole year of quarantine, I figured now is as good a time as any. In the before times, I worked as a professional stage manager, and your podcast has kept me company many nights while I was typing rehearsal reports or locking up the theater after a show. Aww. Did I scare the bejesus out of myself by listening to a spooky podcast in a dark theater at midnight? Yes, I did.
Honestly, that is my fucking dream. No, I have no better, like, fun memories than me being kind of alone in a theater and being like, oh, it's spooky here, but I also love it.
Spooky, dude.
I love an empty theater.
Fuck it. Or like with one other person and they're like they're doing something somewhere else and you're doing something and you're just
absolutely.
Like, hey.
Do you know why I think I love theaters so much, like empty theaters? Because it's like potential.
Potential?
It's like, oh, something amazing could happen here, you know?
Oh, like both paranormal and arts.
I mean, my performance.
A really good play could happen
here. My performance, of course. Sorry.
Okay. I've had a few mildly creepy experiences in theaters late at night, but I wanted to write in about the house I grew up in. When I was a child, my family lived in a small town in Middle Tennessee, about 20 minutes away from Adams, where the Bell Witch haunting occurred. As a kid, I had a lot of trouble sleeping at night, partially because my older brother liked to tell me that the boogeyman lived in our walls and was going to get me at night.
You know, it happens though, kids.
It happens. The boogeyman lives in all of our walls and will get us one of these nights. However, I remember having a few genuinely odd experiences that I can't explain now, unless I chalk it up to my young imagination or simply misremembering things as an adult. When I was really young, before I started kindergarten, my bedroom was decorated with those stick-on vinyl wall decals of classic Disney characters. Mickey, Minnie, Donald Duck, Goofy, and so on. There were a variety of shapes and sizes, bigger ones of single characters and smaller ones of them in different poses and scenes. I know this had to be before kindergarten because I moved bedrooms around the time I started school and redecorated my room to be Pokemon themed.
Cute.
Hell yeah. I remember waking up one night and seeing all of the vinyl characters moving on my walls.
Dear Lord. Dear Lord, please make that stop.
What the fuck? Okay. Ew! They all were acting out repeated, looped actions, almost like GIFs, except these were cheap decorations that definitely should not have been moving on their own. I don't remember being scared, but I do recall lying in my bed and watching the decals dance for a while before going back to sleep.
Weird.
What? I wouldn't think that was suspicious, except my brother, to this day, swears he saw an alien gray in his room in that house. I used to think he said that to scare me, given his track record, but as an adult, he maintains that he saw what he saw. I know some people think the Greys replace memories of their visits with screen memories of weird, non-threatening occurrences, which makes me question if this incident was a dream or not.
Ooh.
A few years later, after I had heard about the Bell Witch from kids at school, I had a vivid dream about being haunted by the Bell Witch. In my dream, I woke up in my room, unable to make any noise. When my comforter levitated off my bed, wadded itself up in midair, and flew against the wall. I woke up a second time, for real this time, to discover my bedding all in place like normal. 8-year-old me was very spooked. That's a scary dream, dude.
Yeah.
That's a scary dream, man. Do you, Marcy, would you want to live in the Beauty and the Beast castle with all the things alive?
I feel like after you get over the initial shock of it, it would just be nice.
Right?
What
about
a visit is just as scary as living there is what I think.
Yes, okay. What about, do you think the toilets talked?
Oh my God, what if it's like, please don't do this,
Please don't do this.
Please don't do this.
Yeah. Please no, please God no, please no, please stop, please stop.
Don't do this, please.
I was a doctor before this.
Wait, there is a movie where there's a toilet being like, oh no, don't do this, no. I can't remember what it is though.
I gotta watch that movie, it sounds great.
Gotta figure out what it is. Would you want to live in an enchanted castle?
I don't know. I would feel weird.
Yeah.
It would be fun to be our guest party with all those plates and stuff, but I would feel weird like sleeping in a bed that was a human,
but
or like my boudoir.
Not every part of the castle was like came alive.
That's true.
Just the people who used to work there were transformed into things,
right. Okay. You know what? I would love it.
Assuming that we like the people who have turned into dishes.
Right. Okay. Okay, great.
Fine,
right.
okay.
Okay, fine. Great. We
Whatever,
love it.
it's fine.
We'll live there, Beast. Okay, we'll come and live with you, Beast.
I guess we sort of like you a little bit now, too.
Yeah, I guess we
Beast.
think you're kind of hot as a beast way more than when you turn into a human.
Yeah, whatever.
Like when you turned into a human, second grade me definitely went, goo!
Turned up. He should have at least had the same color hair as the Beast.
Exactly.
Auburn hair.
Anyways, sorry about. Okay. Just really had to figure that out. There were a few smaller incidents I still remember. When I was very small, maybe 3 or 4, my mom says that I told her I saw a woman in white walk by our living room windows. She went to check only to discover there wasn't anyone walking outside. It was broad daylight and there wasn't any sign of someone walking along our road or in either of our neighbors' yards. I also remember at least one time where my bedroom doorknob was shaking and rattling as if someone were trying to enter but couldn't get my door open.
Oh my God, this is a hell house.
Shit, this is truly a hell house. After 3rd grade, we moved out of that house, and while I was still nervous about sleeping alone in my room for a few years, I stopped having weird nighttime experiences after that. It could have been an overactive imagination, but looking back, I really can't explain some of the things that happened. Thanks for reading and for producing such a great show. COVID has been especially hard on me, given how much I love my career and how badly I miss making theater. I know. It's been stressful trying to figure out how to stay afloat since all my contracts were canceled.
Ugh.
But your show has been a little something to look forward to each week. Keep it up, and I'll be looking forward to scaring myself listening to your podcast alone in a dark theater someday soon. Thanks, Caleb. Oh,
Caleb, I hope that you're in...
I hope you're in a theater right now
when you
listening
hear
to
this.
Getting ready for a production of Beauty and the Beast.
Look, let's make a little spell right now that put Caleb in a theater. Put Caleb in a theater. Look, my spells are chants, but still.
Hey, that's good. It's out there, right? It's out there.
Let's put Caleb in a theater so when Caleb hears this...
Come on.
They're
Come on.
Like, go for the paper cups.
And go for
There's paper cups. There are paper cups.
Paper cups.
I am tempted to believe that the house had more than just a haunting going on, especially if there's a gray alien. But
right,
because wouldn't Caleb have those sorts of like terror dreams other places? Like,
that's weird how they stopped as soon as they were out of the house.
Yeah,
like there's something where it is. Oh, something was going on there for sure.
Something's going on here.
Something is happening.
Something is happening. I was just told a story that this made me think of, because you guys know I love talking a lot. But my mom was just telling me that her friend's granddaughter, who's like 4 or 5, was scared to go to bed. She was like, "There's monsters in my room," and her mom was like, "No, go to bed." And she said, "Okay, let's do a prayer. We'll pray for the monsters to go away." So fine, they did. Whatever. Then the next day she was going to take a nap and she's like, "But there's monsters in my room." And her mom was like, "No, you just go to sleep. There's no monsters in there. Go to sleep." And then she said,
just go to sleep.
And then the little girl said, "You don't even like me. You didn't even pray to Jesus for me."
Oh.
You didn't even pray to Jesus. Now, was Wilma being naughty? I could see you clapping at her.
Yeah, she was starting to growl and about ready to bark, and we're trying to be like, "Don't do that,
No, we're
please.
not barking.
We don't do that.
Excuse me.
Excuse me." That is so funny and cute.
You don't even care about me.
You don't even care about me. You didn't pray to Jesus.
Kids
are wild.
Kids are very funny sometimes. And I don't know if they mean to be, but sometimes they're very funny. All right.
Right.
Should we listen to a listener story?
Yes, please.
Now, I'm going to just preface this by saying this person demanded we listen to their story.
It's a demand.
Remember, I don't know if you recall that someone was like, "Just play it." And I am, because I don't hold grudges, but I never forget. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, I'm excited.
Hi, Mercy. Hi, Betsy. I'm a big fan of your podcast. It's really getting me through the quarantine haze. And I am so excited to share with you one of the few haunted stories that I have. I grew up hoping and wishing that I would always encounter paranormal things. And I think it's like all the ghosts out there will only come after you if you play hard to get. Because I was trying so hard to make them show up, they never would. But then I grew up a little bit, and in my 30s, my boyfriend and I, we moved to an apartment that was at least 100 years old. And in this building, you can even see where the apartments were most likely 2 apartments and not just the one, because they knocked down some walls here and there. And every apartment had 2 doors, so you knew that once upon a time, these apartments, were 2. So when we moved in, I think we were both experiencing things, but we weren't sharing them with one another because we were, just afraid of being, afraid and don't want to seem crazy and whatnot. So what I first started experiencing was when I would leave the apartment, we lived on the 3rd floor. As I walked out the door and proceeded to start to walk down the steps, every single time I'd hear a punch on the wall. And I don't mean like a pipe, like jolting to life with hot water. I mean, every time I left the apartment, I started to expect there's going to be a punch at the wall. And there always was a punch. And mind you, on the other side of this wall where the sound was, that was our apartment. Like, there wasn't somebody there. I even brought it to my boyfriend's attention. And one day when we were leaving together, I kind of just jokingly said as we were leaving the door, gonna hear a punch. And sure enough, we heard the punch on the wall. Every time, no matter when you left. And I just felt like, oh, that's just someone playing with us. Like, that's like an entity. I don't know. But, nobody was getting hurt, so it wasn't a big deal. Then, another time, something terrifying happened. We were laying in bed together and just talking, and I was facing the window. He was facing me. And I swear to God, I looked over at the window, and the string that you pull to make the blinds go up or down was like violently moving back and forth, like someone had just smacked it. And I mind you, this never happened before and it never happened again. It was like somebody had just hit it. And I was so scared, the breath in my throat and my voice was gone as I pointed at the window. And he turned over his shoulder, my boyfriend, and looked at the window and turned back to me and said, "Yeah, that is terrifying, isn't it?" It was hard to sleep in the room that night. That's not the only thing that happened. So then I got home real late one night, probably 11, and like the lights were out or whatever, and I poked my head into the bedroom and said, "I'm just gonna shower real quick and I'll be in, to sleep." And my boyfriend said, "Okay." So I showered, blah, blah, blah. And as I'm wearing a towel and about to walk into our bedroom in the dark, our front door opens. And there is my boyfriend. He was just getting back from whatever it was that he was doing. There was nobody in our room, but I heard somebody in the bedroom in the dark answer me when I said, "I'm just going to shower and be in a moment." I heard his voice say, "Okay." Oh my God, somebody was in the dark. It was so scary. Then, when we started comparing stories about weird things that had happened, he showed me something. He was real scared. He said that he was kind of communicating with it and even said to the entity or whatever, like, "Can you give me some proof, like who you are?" And it left him in the middle of the floor an ancient looking black and white photo. It didn't belong to him. It didn't belong to me. It just showed up on the floor of our apartment. He showed it to me because he kept it underneath this little box that we had on the mantle and was like, "Do you know anything about this?" And I was like, "No." So then we asked our friends, Linda and Craig, who were both on Ghost Hunters, to come to our apartment and do like an EVP session. And they did. Nothing happened. We were so excited to have them come record and, take photos at our apartment. And it was just a big waste of time. I mean, it was fun to go through it, but nothing happened. Anyhow, I love the podcast. Love you both. You're doing God's work because a lot of people need what you are providing in these uncertain, scary times. So thank you so much, and don't shit your pants.
You know what?
Whoa.
I will say, now that I feel like I know Brendan a little better, I'm not offended at all by the email.
Yes. Holy shit, dude.
Man.
Holy shit.
The boyfriend calling to you, okay, and then walking in later.
That's fucked up, dude. That is so good and spooky.
So good and spooky. And it would make you think you've gone crazy for so long.
Truly. I feel I would just be like, I have to take another shower immediately. I just feel nasty. I got fucking, ooh.
Honey, I'm going to need your help with something real quick.
Yeah.
Get some towels and a mop.
Yeah. I need some help. Wow. And the knock, like just the like.
And Kim,
ooh, dude.
In the old picture, that
is so fucking scary. Like,
so scary.
Like,
so scary.
I just don't and I said it, I just don't understand how people can't believe in ghosts and stuff. Like after, like when hearing stuff like this, where it's like, what do you think it is that? Like, I don't know. It's just, it blows my mind where it's like, but would it? It's gotta be, man.
Then you explain it, right?
Yeah.
I understand the impulse to say your brain can do a lot of stuff.
Right. Because it can.
But
can your brain show a picture on the floor?
No.
Thank you.
But I guess it could be like, no, you did it. You didn't even know that you were doing it.
That's too scary.
Which is another scary thing, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't ghosts a better option, though, guys?
Yeah, way better. Way better than your mind playing tricks on you.
I've said it before, and I'll say it many more times. You would be so lucky for it just to be a ghost.
Right?
The alternative is too scary.
Too scary. Holy shit.
It's toot scary.
Toot. Toot, toot. Oh, my goodness. You want me to read one?
Oh, why, please?
Or do you want to read one?
No, Betsy, you do it.
Or we can mess it around. Shake it up a little bit.
Aren't we fun?
We're shaking it up. We're living on the edge.
And you can't help yourself from falling.
Woo. All right, this one's scary story.
Scary.
We got 3 question marks, so we don't know.
Could be or could be a funny story.
Maybe a romance story. I don't know. Hi, Betsy. Hello, Marcy.
Oh, okay. I'm a little more formal.
Yeah. Okay, you're fancy. I absolutely love the podcast. My husband always shakes his head and laughs from another room when I yell out loud, and don't shit your pants. That rules. Thank you for doing that. I have a story that almost should be included in those scary stories to tell in the dark books from the 90s.
Oh.
Okay, dude.
I hope it's you know what? I live one of the scary stories about 3 cats getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, you're living it, man.
Fucking, that's my life. Okay.
You're going to wake up and one day they've eaten your toe.
Is it Norman? Let's wait for Norman or wait for...
Yeah, right? I can't remember. You know what? I'm gonna order those.
Oh,
right now.
I ordered them. Oh yeah,
and read them.
Wait till Martin comes is what it's called.
Okay.
And I am always waiting for Martin to come. Anyway.
Anywho. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, I'm getting all of them. Okay. My story goes. I live in rural Pennsylvania, and in my single days, I would dog/house sit for lots of different families while they would go on vacation. I mean, what's better than eating other people's food, watching their cable, and getting paid to do so?
Nothing.
Hell yeah, in my Betsy voice. Truly, it rules. Hell yeah, it rules. Oh, I love it. I was dog sitting for a family that had 2 dogs, a golden retriever, Wilma, and a boxer.
Marcy!
In the middle of the night, the dogs started to get restless and wouldn't lay down. No matter what I did, they just wouldn't settle down. I decided to let them outside, and this is where I find the reason these 2 dogs will not go to sleep.
Oh.
The two large dogs go bolting off the front porch and instantly start barking at a large tree in the front yard. I peer out the window to see what the heck they could be barking at and see a tall, dark, shadowy figure. It was a dark silhouette that was between 6 to 8 feet tall.
No!
Marcy is getting worse and worse. No arms, just tall with long, skinny legs that just stood there in the dark next to the old tree.
No.
I just got tired. Like my body just got exhausted from thinking of what that must be
it's
looking like.
Fight, flight, or freeze, and your body went freeze.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think I would be a big freezer. I'm Mrs. Freeze. Nice to meet you. My first reaction was to hide in the house because I was scared shitless. And then I thought, crap, the dogs are outside. And how do I explain to the owners their dogs were killed by a shadow man? I get enough courage to open the door and whisper/yell at the dogs to get back in the house. The golden retriever was as big of a chicken I was and came right back inside. Oh, yes.
Aww.
Meanwhile, the boxer was halfway toward the figure and not backing down. I walked toward the dog, praying to myself, just get in the house, please, 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 please. I get close to the dog and the shadowy dark figure and see the figure begin to move across the yard.
Oh, my God.
This is when I instantly realized what has caused this terrifying night. It was a horse.
He's so handsome. He's so handsome. He's got skinny little legs.
It was a horse. The neighbor's black horse had escaped in the middle of the night, and when I first saw it in the yard during the dead of night, I was looking at it straight on. I only saw a very tall, dark outline. It wasn't standing sideways to see its 4 legs, head, and a tail.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. That's so fucking funny, and like, I'm relieved for you. Oh my God.
Oh my God. It's just so funny. It's very silly. It's just silly. It's just
Thank
silly of
goodness
everyone.
It was a fucking horse. Oh God, that is scary. Think about the front part of a horse, though. In the that is scary to be like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, just thinking it's a man really made me laugh too. To be like, oh, his face.
It's a man who kept saying nay, nay.
He disagreed with what people, the consensus of the court. Oh my God. Petsy's.
He was just pounding a carrot.
His teeth were so big and wide.
Whoa, dude, that really got me. Oh my God, I was so scared. It is a horse. Woo. Okay, I was completely rattled, but then was laughing so hard at myself. I knew this would be a scary story I would tell till the day I die. Kind of a bummer it was only a horse, but like Betsy, I probably would have ran into traffic if it was real. Yep. Love you ladies and the podcast. Hope you got a laugh over my terrifying experience. I actually have another that includes me thinking a UFO was outside, but that's for another day.
But it was just a bird.
Cry emoji. Thanks again, Sherry. Sherry.
Oh my God, that really got me. That got me good.
That really got me.
Skinny legs, no arms.
They're just 6 to 8 feet tall.
My God, that's funny.
God. Oh, that was great.
Woof. Woof.
Woof. Woof. Like those dogs. Woof, woof.
Also, the best and worst things about dogs are that they'll protect you, and then you're like, please stop.
Yeah, stop protecting me. Come on. Please.
Oh, my God. That was very funny. That was very funny.
That was very, 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 very funny.
Okay, let me read one now. Okay.
Red one, nada.
Okay, this one is entitled Spooky Doll and the Levitating Dude.
Whoa. Hey, everybody, we're Spooky Doll and the Levitating Dude.
And we're here to rock.
Yeah.
Dear Betsy.
I'd listen to them.
Yeah. We're here to knock your socks off.
That's right. We only do covers of...
The Gin Blossoms.
The Gin Blossoms.
Don't ask why we named our band what we did.
Yeah, we did it. What's a Gin Blossom song?
Oh God! Oh boy! It's so funny that I said the Gin Blossoms, and I know what they feel like. Oh, I'll follow you down, but not that far. Follow you down.
Yes. Yeah, I know that song. Hey, I know that song.
Hey, I know that song.
Hey, I love that song. I love that song.
All right, dear Betsy and Marcy, hello. I'm a huge fan of the podcast and love you both. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
I have a 5-month-old baby, and I have been up at weird hours. Boy, now your baby's much older. It's more months older. I've been catching up on all your old episodes, and they bring me so much spooky joy to a new mom. Oh,
yeah, thank you. I'm so glad.
Me too. Waking up at all hours of the night is better when I turn on the pod and hear dum 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 dum. Oh yeah. Love it. Dum 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 dum. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm writing with a couple of spooky stories from my childhood. I grew up in El Paso, Texas, born in 1979. My childhood home was built in the 1960s. Not sure what happened in or near the house before my family lived there. My parents moved into the house in the early 70s. But I had some spooky experiences with a breezy spirit that made themselves known a couple of times. Breezy.
What a breezy.
The first experience happened when I was about 7 or 8 years old. I was a very superstitious kid and always needed to close my closet door before I went to sleep.
Yeah.
I did the same. I was scared.
I get it.
I was also very particular about my stuffed animals and dolls. It was like the 1980s, the Care Bear, Cabbage Patch Kid era, and I had a lot of these.
Yes.
Where you adopted your Cabbage Patch Kids. You got an adoption form when you got them.
Yeah, it's huge.
And I also had pound puppies.
Oh, I loved pound puppies.
Pound puppies.
I had one Cabbage Patch Kid, but then a couple of pound puppies. I loved those so much. I love
my little pound puppies. Okay. I organized them obsessively. My mom made me keep them in a closet on the shelf. Thinking back, that was kind of strange, ? And I would tuck them in at night, just line them up on the shelf and kiss them all
that is so cute.
Before choosing one or two to take to bed with me and then closing the closet door and getting into bed. But
that is so cute.
Very sweet. Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
But one night after this bedtime ritual and falling asleep like normal, I woke up in the wee hours of the morning and saw that the closet door was slightly open, which was strange since I always had it closed. I laid in bed feeling a little spooked and definitely like something was watching me or hanging out near me, but I couldn't see anything. I laid awake until morning. When I got out of bed, I looked in the closet and there was a doll in front of my line of beloved Care Bears. What? It was an old doll that I had never seen before. And it didn't have clothes. It clearly looked like a doll from the mid-century or even earlier, not an 80s doll like the bright hair ones I had. This doll had curly dark brown hair, porcelain skin, and was about a foot high. Oh, I don't like it.
Ew.
It was sitting up, but its arms and legs didn't bend. It was just one of those dolls whose eyes opened and closed when you moved it. Oh, I know.
Sick.
Don't like
That's
it.
sick.
But the weirdest thing is that when I stepped inside the closet and picked up the doll, I felt a breeze even though the window was closed and there was no fan or AC on. And the doll was cold to the touch. I called to my mom and asked her where that doll came from. And she casually said, "Oh, you found Sally. That was my doll when I was a kid." But I had never seen it before and had no idea how it got in my closet, much less in front of my beloved Care Bears.
Oh my God.
I asked my mom why it was there, and she thought I put it there. We never figured it out. To this day, I get spooked when I see dolls in antique stores. And
they're sick. They're gross. They're disgusting. They're haunted.
Oh my God. I used to be so afraid if I would sleep over at a friend's house who had dolls for decor.
Dude.
No, I didn't like it.
Mano's mom collects like nasty old dolls, and she puts and this is now at his home in North Carolina, but she puts them in his closet, so whenever he's staying at home, he's just got a fucking closet full of these awful dolls.
Oh God.
Ew.
And the Gabby doll in Toy Story 4, which I have watched many times with my older son, gives me the creeps because it looks so much like the weird doll in my closet, except with clothes. This experience spooked me, but I was too scared to get rid of Sally because I was worried the weird breeze spirit would come back to scold me. So I dressed her in some of my Cabbage Patch doll clothes and kept her on the top shelf of my closet. I would check on her every night to make sure she was in the same spot, but I didn't touch her for years, and she never moved again.
I like that, like kissing everyone. Okay, good night.
Just like,
good night, Sally. Okay,
just a nod and a
all
right,
a nod and a like.
Have a good one.
Don't haunt my dreams. Okay. Okay. Good.
Great work today. Goodbye.
Sally, you're Sally. Okay, here we go.
Good to see you. The next story happened when I was about 10 or 11. I was sleeping in my mom's room with her because I had mono that summer and needed some nighttime care. Oh, man, if I had kids and they were sick, I'd be like, "You go stay. Don't get me sick." Go stay.
Yeah, I don't know how parents do it. I would be so grossed out. I would just be like, "I can't. Germs, man." I guess you love them.
Yeah, when I was a nanny, though, it didn't really bother me. I would take care of. Like, I remember kids like just doing the grossest things, and me being like, I wasn't worried about it. So
really, okay.
In the moment, you rise to the occasion.
I guess so.
She had a twin cot in the corner where I would sleep, and she was sleeping in a queen-size bed. In the middle of the night, I woke up feeling a cold breeze, even though the fan was not on. I looked over to my mom's bed, thinking that maybe she caused the breeze somehow.
She just like has a big piece of cardboard and just like fanning. Like,
I was thinking she just lifted up the sheets to let one fart out. Okay, when I looked over, I saw a dude levitating above her bed. He was very pale and skinny and lying down in the supine position. So that means facing up, I believe. Supine, yeah? Facing upward, yes.
whoa.
So he was hovering above us. He was wearing PJs. He was hovering about a foot above where my mom was sleeping. He was wearing PJs, old-fashioned ones like from the 50s or 60s. Think the PJs on the... This is Doc Van Dyke Show, but I know you mean Dick Van Dyke Show. But Doc Van Dyke...
I like Doc Van Dyke.
is a funny character.
That one was kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah, I would watch that show for sure. Then I saw him lift his head up, sit up, and eventually stand up. I said, "Mom," and turned on the lamp by her bed. The levitating dude disappeared, and I just saw my mom in bed, sound asleep. I never saw the levitating dude again, but the image is burned into my mind. No one else saw him, but my brother did feel random breezes from time to time in the same room. That's all for now. Those are my spooky stories of weird breeze, the naked doll, and the levitating mystery dude. Next time, I'll tell you about my French great-grandmother and the French poem I dreamed about, even though I don't know French. Thanks for bringing the spooks and for such a great podcast. Don't shit your pants, Sarah.
Sarah, what the fuck, man?
What the fuck, right?
Sarah.
Sarah.
What the levitate? Like that is. Oh, and it's that thing of like, oh, is it just like a residual loot? Like,
yeah.
Like.
But I think that I mean.
Or astral projection.
I think it could be astral projection. And if you can astral project, why couldn't you do it into another time?
Dude, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, if we're opening things up, for possibilities.
Yeah. Whoa. And then that damn doll. Get out of here, Sally.
No, Sally, no.
My Cabbage Patch kid's name was Sally.
Well,
after my oldest sister.
That was a good Sally, not a bad Sally.
Yeah. That was a good Sally.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Spooky, man.
Too scary. That would spook me out too much.
Oh, yeah. Seeing somebody levitating over your mom.
Absolutely. I guess there is the slight chance that, like, oh, you had a fever and maybe you imagined it, but
that is true.
Still, what a specific thing, though.
Yeah, especially with just kind of everything else happening, and that I wonder, do you think that's a thing too? Of like, because we talk about it of like, like with drugs or something, or booze, or sleepiness. Like, do you think with fevers sometimes that could open up?
I guess if you're like close to death, but I do think that sometimes a hallucination can just be a hallucination,
right? Right, of course. It is not. It doesn't have to always have some sort of meaning. Wow,
just like some dreams are just like dreams, and some
just a dream, dude. Just a dream.
Because I'll never forget the time that I thought I saw a baby bear on the side of the road, and then it was a fire hydrant.
Yes, yeah.
I was just hallucinating because I was an overworked PA on a movie.
Maybe there'll be a strike.
I tell you.
A very deserved strike.
Oh, I tell you, we in the industry, they do treat support staff terribly.
It's fucked up. It's really crazy.
And they sometimes think they're doing a real solid favor to people, and they're still being very bad.
Right.
Anyway. Tip your support staff, guys.
Truly.
All right, should we listen to a story?
I think we should.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. This is Emma from Arizona. I sent an email about Jerome, I don't know, a million years ago, times a figment of all of our collective imagination. And then recently sent an email about some spooky grandma hauntings, Peruvian grandma hauntings. But I wanted to send you a voicemail just to get back on your radar, and more happenings are occurring in my life that I wanted to tell you about, including something very strange last night. First, I'll start with this like 9, 8, 7-year-old ghost that started to come around. The other, I would say a couple weeks ago, I was laying in bed in the middle of the night and I wear an eye mask because I'm very fancy and it's just really bright in my house. So I was wearing an eye mask and it slips up as you sleep. So it was up on my forehead and I woke up, and standing kind of like midway on my body, so like at my hip, was a 8-year-old boy, and he was kind of like trying to look over the covers, because I have fluffy blankets. I'm so fancy. Fluffy blankets, and he was just kind of like trying to see over them to see my face. And it didn't scare me at all, whatever, but it was like, what is happening? And then last night, I thought about you guys at, 2:37 in the morning, because I could hear my cat walking around the house with her little unclipped claws, and something was walking behind her, and I was like, is that one of my kids? Like, it sounded like little kid walking, right? Because adults are heavier and have longer strides. And then it was so strange, and I couldn't really make sense of it, so I just fell back asleep because it's 2:37 in the morning. And then, around 4, because I have 2 children, so I just don't sleep anymore, I guess, as a person. So I went to go reach for my water bottle that I always put on my nightstand, and it was on the floor. like where this little boy had been standing weeks before. It's like, what? Like, that's so scary to me. It's actually, I don't know why I said it was so scary. It's not scary. Like, it doesn't feel intimidating. Second story. So that's the little boy. Second story. By the way, when we bought this house, it was like, there's nothing in this house. And now all of a sudden there's like 3 things in this house. 3 spirits, I think. So my mom's boyfriend, but they dated forever. So I'll just call him like my stepdad. My stepdad died last year of brain cancer, like 100% fuck brain cancer, by the way. So he is like mega outdoorsman, like could find a shell fossil on a hike up here in northern Arizona, like no problem. My favorite memory of him is we had a beehive, or my mom had a beehive in her yard, and he has such a calm energy that he could just like gently like push the bees out of his way as he would like walk towards the hive, and the bees were like, okay, they would just like bounce off his hand. So anyway, so such a lovely, calm, of the earth kind of guy. And he passed, and the next, like after, sorry, what a weird sound. Since then, I have been finding fossils like a crazy person. And my mom actually brought up a fossil, and he and I found like the same kind of shell. Like, what? And so we had found the same kind of shell fossil. These are like 480 million year old fossils. And after his passing, my mom and I were sitting on a bench, like kind of out on a nature walk. And I looked down, and in between our feet was a little black and white feather, like a hawk feather. And at the tip of the feather, because it's black and white striped, at the tip of the feather somehow, the black and white stripes merged and created like a perfect, I swear to God, heart. And he collected heart, anything. Like if he found a rock shaped like a heart, piece of wood, whatever. Like he was so into that. So there's a heart on this freaking feather, and I put it up. I have kind of like an ofrenda, like a little, I don't know, what are they called? I don't know. In English, like an altar. I don't know. It's kind of intense sounding, but it's got like rocks that I've found that remind me of him, rocks of his that have been passed down to me. We're like both super into geology. I have like a little vial of his ashes, stuff like that. So one night I was watching Unsolved Mysteries about like the episode about the tsunami where the people from Japan were like, there was ghosts everywhere because everybody had died so quickly and unexpectedly. And I felt so emotional because I like probably drank a bottle of wine. And I came over to my ofrenda to like see him and to, because there's a picture there obviously of me and him. And I was standing kind of at a distance from it. And I remember I put my hand over my heart and was like saying whatever kind of thing in my head. And the feather flew up off of the altar and landed in my hand. I was like, wait. So I put it back and I tried to like blow with my nose, blow with my mouth, like go at various heights, blow at various strengths or whatever. And I could not get it to move. It was just that one time. And that was so special to me. And then I see him walking up and down the stairs from our backyard to our back porch. I catch him out of the corner of my eye, or I catch him standing in front of the heater all the time. The heater, the wood stove. Very outdoorsy. Cabin life. And then there's my husband's grandma who comes around. This is what the email is about. She comes around Mother's Day, and she's in Peru, so she kind of only comes here around Mother's Day. And if you ever get to that email, I'll save that story for them. But like a little tidbit, my husband was on FaceTime with a friend in Peru in the kitchen, and the friend said, "Who's that?" And my husband said, "No, Emma's in bed. It's not her." And he said, "No, someone with gray hair." And that was horrifying because it was like, who? But my stepdad Michael had gray hair. His grandma had gray hair. This little boy doesn't have gray hair because he's like 8. But yeah, all of this just started happening recently, which is crazy town. Those are my stories. I adore you guys. I'm thrilled on Tuesday mornings when you pop up. And thank you, Betsy, for introducing rad back into my lexicon from 6th or 7th grade. That's great. And Marcy, I think I've been listening to you guys for years, and I think you're honing in on some psychic abilities. I'm always impressed. Like, you have these great little insights. So thanks, guys. We will look forward to hearing you every Tuesday in perpetuity. Bye.
Her Her stepfather sounds so lovely.
So lovely.
Just sending fossils and hearts, and that just sounds so nice.
And just chilling in the back porch and like, that's so nice. That's so cool.
And I think we did read the email that was sent. Yeah, I think it was like back in May, probably.
Oh, great. Yeah. Wow.
That's really cool. That's very nice.
And it's all started recently. I wonder what's up. Like,
Could be.
like that little kid. Like, I wonder what's going on.
I think there's a possibility that Emma might actually be developing some sensitivities.
Emma.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
And then, like, and embracing, you know, just being very much like, I'm not scared, or you know, like truly just accepting, like, oh, it doesn't seem harmful or anything, this little kid, and then like with stepdad of just being like, yes, cool,
Yeah.
I am seeing your signs and I'm collecting them.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you, like I want to still have you
Right. Yeah.
around me.
I'm still open to our connection. Absolutely.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
also very cool to just have so many fossils too.
Very rad. It's pretty in Colorado on the hill, like not the hill, the mountain behind my elementary school. We would go hiking up there all the time. Like almost if there was no snow, like almost every Friday of like, let's go on a cool hike. And we would find crazy old fossils from when like this part of the world was under the ocean.
Yeah.
It's really it's fucking cool, man.
I was listening to something about the Appalachian mountain range, which is like so old. It's so old. And it has
yeah.
And it was, I guess, created by plates being basically like hit so hard they created a wrinkle.
Isn't that wild? That's
nuts.
like a lot of mountain ranges and stuff is just like, hey, these plates fucking smushed together and now there's beautiful mountains that you can go play on.
Yeah. You can play on them.
Play on some mountains.
Go play on a mountain. Be quiet. Play on a mountain.
Go play on a mountain.
I'm going to read one if you are
Do
into
it.
it. Okay, this one
I'm
is
into it.
entitled Working on My Night Moves, or maybe I'm a Grim Reaper.
Whoa.
Okay. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, ladies. I absolutely love your show and just wanted to thank you for bringing such funny, positive, and sometimes even spiritual content to my weekday grind. You're welcome.
You're
Thank
so
you.
welcome.
You both have such great voices, and listening to your podcast feels like I'm just hanging out with a couple of my friends.
Nice.
That's what we hope.
That's the goal, man.
I listened to the Shaddai Barone episode today and related so much to so much of what she was saying, although she seems way more advanced of a night worker than I am. I don't know, but she was a joy to listen to. Let me tell you, she's a joy to be around. I love Shaddai.
Yes.
I love her. The way she spoke about herself and experiencing her grief and the work she is doing on herself was so similar to my own experience. It's been almost 2 years since I joined a 12-step program and started working on my own grief and self-esteem, becoming more spiritual along the way, and as she stated, have just become so much more accepting of myself. I think that is so nice.
That's so huge.
Yeah. And if you're not working on that, you probably should be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think maybe
Forever.
For the rest of your damn life. I think maybe I was spiritually blocked for many years before reaching out for help, and now that my physical mind and heart are more open, I've become a better vessel for this work. I'm no expert, so who knows, just my 2 cents. It makes me feel good, so I'm going to go with that. So, let me tell you about my own night worker experience. Sniffle. I have a sniffle. Betsy, I have a sniffle. Chill out. Okay.
Oh, no, sniffy.
It's 500 degrees outside, and I got a sniffle.
Man.
About a year ago, I binged every episode, and remember there was one where Marcy talked about the podcast Psychic Teachers. That sounded like something right up my alley, and I started listening to them as well. They're like, if you want to hear sweet people talk about the other side.
Oh, nice.
Very sweet ladies.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see. I have always experienced pretty crazy dreams / nightmares. I have had sleep paralysis since I was 11 and still get it every once in a while. One dream that stands out to me is one that happened around the same time I started listening to psychic teachers. I live in California. Yeah, woo! I live in California, but in my dream, I was in a very cold, snowy place. Picture a snow-capped cliff and just a road separating the edge of the cliff and a grocery store parking lot. Almost like the Vons in Malibu on PCH, but very cold and snowy and more isolated. Sounds like...
That sounds pretty rad.
Also, it sounds like could be like up in Mammoth or Big Bear, huh?
Right, yeah, totally.
I'm in the parking lot and I notice a girl in a Jeep singing to herself and having a great time. It was Nicole Byer.
yeah.
I smile and look on admiringly because she just looks so happy. I watch her. She leaves the parking lot. And as she's turning onto the road, a lumber truck crashes into her car and her Jeep goes rolling off the cliff. Oh my God. Why did I say that was Nicole?
Fuck,
That's not Nicole. It's not Nicole. It's someone else.
Nicole. That's not Nicole. It's a murderer.
we murdered her? What?
No, the lady is a murderer.
Well, let's see. This could be we could be saying stuff that's going to come back to bite us later.
Maybe a murderer stopper.
Okay.
We'll see.
So a lumber truck crashes in the car and the Jeep goes rolling off the cliff. I am suddenly at the edge of the cliff, reaching my hand out to her, and the next thing I know, she's next to me and we're both staring at her car that is now floating in the water. She is relieved and thanking me for saving her life. I instead tell her she has passed away and that I took her soul before she could feel anything from the crash. She starts to cry and I console her. The dream sort of faded after that. So that morning I put on psychic teachers while cooking, and they're talking about night workers in the episode. Effing wild. I have since had many more dreams where I'm supporting, protecting, and consoling people, mostly women and young girls. I'm never afraid in those dreams where I'm protecting others, which is interesting because before my 12-step program, I was fearful of a lot but hid my fears behind a tough girl persona and a ton of anger. I would fight to protect myself and others, whether that was with my fists or my words. Mm-hmm. Now, when a bit of fear creeps in, I have a better hold of my emotions and I'm more mindful and aware of myself, which is how I feel in these dreams, fearless in a very gentle and loving way. Anyway, I hope you guys know your podcast is truly a gem, and I just want to thank you for sharing your humor, friends, and experiences with listeners every week. Keep up your great work. Thank you, Analise.
Wow.
That is... I have never heard a story quite like that.
No. That's...
like, especially knowing in the dream that's what your job is, that you are the person that you were...
so...
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That's so, like... And it is like, yeah, why not? I think people are like, spirits look for someone who can kind of take them in.
Yeah.
In the moment and be like, hey, what are we doing? What do we have? What's happening?
I also love the idea that she said that she took her before the crash.
Yeah, that is, wow.
Yeah.
That's blowing my mind.
Truly.
Oh,
that is truly fascinating to hear that perspective, that like possibly that you're out there helping other people without even realizing it.
Dude, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, keep up the good work, Analise.
Yeah, it's truly blowing my mind. Of like,
I know I can see you're like you're holding your head.
Like, wow. And yeah, if it's not bothering you, that's awesome.
Yeah. I think I know where it's because once I emailed one of the psychic teachers, because you can do like a reading. And
cool.
she told me in the email that I was a night worker, and that I was kind of getting too drained, that maybe I shouldn't be doing that. And so she told me to put some amethyst under my bed so I would stop leaving.
Whoa. Do you remember anything specific, or was it unknowingly like?
Let's see. Let's see.
Wow.
I wonder if I could find it. It would have been so many years ago.
Right.
I don't remember much more specific, but yeah.
That's so incredible.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah. Wow. I wonder, like, Analise, is there any part of you that then wants to kind of look up if something happened? You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Like to look up to see if someone was, but she doesn't even know where to start.
I know. But isn't there kind of like, wouldn't you want to kind of be like, did this happen?
Of course I would want to know. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If there was any truth to, am I really going out there and helping people, or?
Right. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That truly blew my mind. Should I read one?
I mean,
or how are you feeling?
let's get one more. Let's do it.
Do one more. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready?
Oh.
This one's titled Radio Ghost Child and a Mom's Departing Love. Okay, here we go. Hey, Marcy and Betsy. Happy to say I'm a long-time listener, first-time storyteller. Like many others, your show has kept me company on many long drives, and it's helped me make peace with the paranormal and my ex-Catholic beliefs that demons, angels, and spirits are among us. I've been catching up with your show over the last couple years and finally made it to the 2020 episodes. Woo!
Wow!
So figured it's time I share some stories of my own with you. Hopefully by the time you read this, we'll be out of the pandemic, but who knows, we're not. My first one is from when I worked at a popular radio station in San Diego about 8 years ago. The producer of the morning show I was with decided for Halloween that we'd get a medium to do a segment and put a call out for any families who had lingering spirits that they wanted to deal with. Fortunately, being the wimp that I am, I stayed behind with my producer, and the medium went to a home in the neighborhood of Linda Vista. The family was having some issues with the spirit interacting with their young daughter, often playing with her, sometimes terrifying her, and wanted to find out what was going on. As they assessed the house, they put digital recorders around to see if they can catch anything, including one in the basement. It wasn't until we were back at the studio that we noticed anything weird about the recordings. We got around to the basement audio and got some normal feedback from muffled voices and footsteps from the main floor. But down the line, we could see a couple significant spikes in the audio waves, as if something was in the basement right next to the recorder.
Oh.
Here I was in the studio about to shit my pants, standing white-faced behind my producer, a guy who, until this day, was an open-minded skeptic, as we heard for the first time, a small child's voice lightly chuckle and very clearly say, Daniel. Fuck.
And this is, they're listening to it later, right?
In the studio later.
Ooh.
Now, it's important to mention that nobody went down to the basement for the duration of the visit aside from my producer to retrieve the recorder. Before even hearing this audio, the medium had told him that she felt the presence of a child spirit in the home. Apparently, he had been abused, and she went so far as to say he would crawl around on all fours.
Ew. Ew.
Not sure if that was embellished, but it was a perfectly horrifying cherry on top for a Halloween segment. Oh my God.
A little kid like crawling around on all fours is not for me. No thanks.
No way. No, terrifying. It's safe to say this guy became a believer that day, and I swore up and down that I never ever want to encounter a spirit myself. Although I have, and I'll save that story for another email. My second one for today is from my brother. It's a cute and short one, so hopefully this makes up for the ghost child. We'll see. That's crawling on all fours.
I love the nasty ones.
I mean, the nasty ones are, they're fine.
I love a nest.
They're good. They get me fired up. One morning, a few years ago, my brother was getting ready for work and heard some noise coming from downstairs in the kitchen. He was living with his childhood friend at the time and heard his friend's mom's voice yelling up the stairs calling for him. The friend not being home, my brother figured his mom just stopped by to drop stuff off and poked his head out to say hi. He didn't see her, but from downstairs he heard his mom say, "Tam's not home? Oh, well, you tell him he needs to find a woman and stop drinking so much," as she walked away. Assuming that she just left the house right after that, my brother brushed it off and went about his routine. It wasn't until that afternoon that he got word from his friend that his mom had actually passed away in her sleep that morning.
Oh my God.
I had just visited her with our mom a couple months prior to this, as she was suffering from cancer. She was in good spirits as always, so it made sense that one of her spirit's last moments was spent making sure that her son cleaned up his act and found himself a wife. P.S. He now has a fiance.
Oh, he listened.
There we go. Sorry these were so long. I've got a ton more for you, but for now, Happy New Year, and I hope you didn't shit your pants. Much love, Michelle in L.A. Oh.
It's not scary because it was someone that her brother knew, but
right.
It is very, I don't know, very eerie to know that you knew that voice. They said a whole sentence.
Yeah.
And then there was no way they could have been there.
Ouch.
Ouch. Yes.
Hit my elbow. Ouch. It wasn't a ghost saying ouch. It was me after hitting my elbow. Oh my goodness.
Also, I would kill to have radio stations do those kinds of things where they
oh my God.
I would love it. Because radio is such, I mean, podcasting is very similar to radio, but to have someone do it like they're telling any other, like a journalistic style story,
right?
It's a very fun thing. You don't get to see a lot in the paranormal sphere.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be very fun.
Nasty little Daniel.
Ew, a little kid giggling and then saying Daniel and then crawling around on all fours. Get out of here. Even if you're pretending to be a dog, it better be a funny dog.
It better
for you to crawl on your all fours.
Better be a funny ass bit you're doing.
Better be a fucking funny ass bit, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. These are really great. They're always great. You guys are good at what you do, sending us these stories.
Yes, thank you so much. We love them. They're just so fun.
Yeah, just keep sending them. We're getting through them. It's crazy because like we started really getting through a lot more stories once, quarantine happened.
Right.
So since we're not in person as much, not in person. We haven't recorded in person at all.
I know.
We
got it with a bottle of wine one night.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be... we never did this. Let's read each other scary stories to tell in the dark.
That would be...
And drink wine.
A very fun... yeah.
Just maybe even a little bonus. A bonus Halloween episode.
We'll just sit out by your fire pit. And
yes,
that sounds really fun, actually.
I'm in if you're in. I say we do it.
I think we can make it happen.
I think we can totally make it happen.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
You guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Woo! Ow. Ow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants!
That was a HeadGum podcast.